What's up, beautiful people? It's your boy Uncle Rizzo in the building. Let's talk Battlefield in general. Right now you're watching Hardline, yes. I really do like this game for various reasons. But let's talk Battlefield, man. And a lot of you guys been following us on the channel. You know I'm very adamant about not reviewing Battlefield 4 for the last year or so because the game's been broken. Oh, pull over, officer. Pull over. Oh man. Yeah, but I felt like I was so frustrated with this game. It had so many chances to get right, or at least get to a playable state. You know what I mean? Like, I bought the 360 version, I bought the Xbox One version, I bought it on my PC when I got my gaming rig. Like, I invested money in this game, and I got premium all around. And it really sucks to have to experience a lot of these, not even bugs, just game-changing, fucking game-breaking mechanics, like getting shot from behind walls and lags on like, it was so annoying, man. And I'm as big a Battlefield fan as the next guy. Like, Battlefield is really my preferred choice of shooter. And I'll tell you, you know, Halo's my heart, but Battlefield is where I spend my hours, man. So I've got a lot invested like other people, and I too was upset with DICE, and I really felt like the game was rushed and they weren't giving it enough attention. So they actually backed up and they said, you know what, we're gonna fix this game, and they had all hands on. They stopped future projects, and the shit still wasn't fixed. Now, coming toward the end of the cycle, a lot of interesting decisions, I would say, were made. You got the CTE going on now, which is the Battlefield Community Test Environment. Now, this is a drastic move, right? Usually this is why people put out alphas and betas, to get this sort of thing right. But the game was so far gone, so far broken. The issues were so big that they needed help, right? And they needed to really get radical with the way they test these changes and the type of changes they make and how fast they push them out. And they can't do that in a production environment. So they set up the test environment, right? Which is basically a version of the game that runs side by side with the production version, but they push out, they test things. They get very aggressive on the changes they make. Like, I seen one of the things where they increased the tick rate from 9 to like 30 or some shit like that. And that makes a big difference in the way the game updates information across the board. So you get a lot less, I hesitate to call it lag, but a lot less of that netcode lag where you get shot from behind a wall, even though on your screen you made it behind the wall, but on the next guy's screen you were not behind the wall. So a lot of that disappears, and they've gotten it right. Now, what I like about that is I really like their commitment to the community, but it makes more sense now that you see Hardline, because the same patches, you know, make no mistakes, these games are the same. It's just a different theme. The patches that get applied to Hardline come straight out of CTE, and the patches that come out of CTE go straight into Battlefield 4. So I kind of like that. I feel like they're being upfront. They're finding a happy medium to make sure both games run right. Damn, tore through that cop car. Yikes, my man. Oh, he got me too. So the commitment there is fine, right? I get that. Now, I got a little something toward Hardline. Like, I felt like Hardline should have been included in the premium as a we're sorry to the Battlefield community. Like, if you had premium, you get Hardline for free. Or Hardline is just an expansion. Like, there's no reason this thing should be a whole different game. I wonder what the price of this thing was. I hope it's not a $60 game. I would hesitate to recommend it at $60. But you know, Battlefield, because of CTE and the time they took and Hardline, it runs a lot better, man. And that CTE is one of the things they're doing right. I really like how the beta for Hardline was out there for a while and they actually updated it. At one point, they unlocked all the weapons for you to get. That was good. You know, they're taking their time, and I still think. Oh, I missed them. I still think there's another beta set to come out before the game actually launches, which is good. So it says to me that they're conscious of what has happened, what needs to happen, and they have a good action plan. You know, I like that they're taking their time here. There's very little bugs I found in Hardline, which compared to Battlefield 4 at this stage was like, oh my god. But then again, you could make the argument that they're the same game. So, but either way, I feel like I almost said DICE. I feel like Battlefield as a series, you know, as a AAA title, they're going in the right direction here. And I mean, everyone's allowed a misstep, right? Because Bad Company 2 was bliss. Bad Company was bliss. Battlefield 3 was like, oh my god. And Battlefield 4 was suspect. You know, like, what the fuck? But it's okay. Everyone's allowed that you know, that what the fuck title. Like, you look at the Call of Duty guys, man, they get that shit like every other year. That's a bit too much for me. I don't want to go through that every other year, you know what I mean? I'll take the Battlefield 4 fuck up, but at least they get it right. They get it right on this shit, I'll be happy. Damn, he cleaned us up. Bastard. So what I want to see from these guys going forward is I really think they hit it on the head. It was a lot more the community involvement. Like, I know Level Cap and Jack Frost, some of those guys have been able to really influence a lot of the decisions in this game, and decisions that made sense. Like, I really trust these guys, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not a hardcore Battlefield fan, I'm just a super fan. Like, I really dig the shooting mechanics, especially in Hardline. I love the infantry fighting, and these guys study this shit to the T. You know what I mean? Like, this is the only game they played down there most of the time. So I really trust their ideas and how they think things should be done, and how certain mechanics should work. And I love to see that Visceral Studios is taking that feedback to heart, and a lot of it's been implemented, and others they're thinking about implementing. I think overall it's a good thing for Battlefield, and it's a good thing for games in general, because as Battlefield progresses as a title, as a franchise, and it becomes more successful, I would love to see something like Call of Duty do the same thing for their players. And then you get things like Madden, you know, these big AAA titles. Like, listen to your community. That's one thing that the Halo franchise has always been a big fan of. They listen to the community. So, and you see the difference in whoa, you see the difference in how that game plays and the fan base it goes because of it. I'm in a tight spot right here. That's what I get for camping out there. Where you going, pussy? Oh, I try to hit him with the baton, son. Fail. So yeah, it's your boy Uncle RZA, man. I want y'all to talk to me on this one. How you feel about this? You rocking with the new direction they're taking? You know, longer betas, community involvement, the test environment, or you just completely turned off from Battlefield 4? Like, I know there's a few of you out there that's had enough, and there's a few of you out there that's really shaking your head like, yes, this is what we wanted. Anyway, your boy Uncle RZA. Like the video if you like the video. Join the conversation, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. You'll be the first to know when we got new videos, new topics available. We got new gameplay. Holla, I'm out of here.